What is going on, guys, and welcome to the second episode of Sunday Soccer. If you haven't seen the first episode, here's how Sunday Soccer goes. You see, we'll be talking about all football from all across the globe, from South America, Europe, literally every single corner of Europe is covered. Portugal, Ireland, England, Holland, literally everywhere, every bit of football you can think of. I'll hopefully get out there and I'll give you my opinion on the weekend's action, the past week's action. That means Europa League, Champions League, Premier League and Eredivisie. Literally everything to do with football. So I'm kicking off the episode with some devastating news for fans of clubs of Hull City, Ingolstadt, Middlesbrough and Roda JC. All four clubs have been relegated from their respective divisions. Hull and Middlesbrough from the Premier League, and Roda JC and Ingolstadt from the Bundesliga and Eredivisie respectively. I'm going to kick off with Middlesbrough's relegation. They were relegated after a comprehensive 3-0 victory by the newly crowned champions Chelsea. More on Chelsea's championship victory later on, but that's what happened. Brad Guzan, terrible as usual for Middlesbrough. All three of the goal things he went through his legs. It was just terrible defending anyway. Brad Guzan should not be playing Premier League football. They actually said he's going off to the MLS. I don't think the MLS should take him either. League of Ireland he wouldn't be good enough for. So, I don't know why MLS or the Premier League want Brad Guzan, but adios to Middlesbrough. They deserved to go down. Didn't score enough goals, couldn't defend, had a shit goalkeeper. Just dreadful all round. Ingolstadt, like Darmstadt, I'm quite disappointed they went down. They went down because of a 1-1 draw with Freiburg, I believe. But that's just the way things go in the end. Disappointing for Ingolstadt. It's another team I didn't want to see go down, along with Darmstadt, who went down last week. Oh, sad times in football near the end of the season when you see teams getting relegated. But that was yesterday. Now on to today's relegations. More recently, Hull this morning lost 4-0 to Crystal Palace. 4-0. Like, my God. Benteke, Van Aanholt, Zaha, and the guy that takes the penalties, Milojevic, I can't pronounce his name, Milojevic or whatever, ended Hull's top flight stay. Doesn't really surprise me. I would love to stay up, to be honest, because Marco Silva's in charge. I love that guy. Shout out to Marco Silva. If you ever see this video, you're absolutely amazing. I love you. But yeah, deserved to go down in the end. Weren't good enough. If Marco Silva was there at the start of the season and the signings they brought in were there at the start of the season, it would have gone a lot more smoothly for the Tigers. But they will be back down playing championship football next season, and it's a au revoir to Hull City. Roger JC went down today also. There was a lot riding on their game today for them to survive. Didn't happen, and Roger JC will be playing in the second division of Eredivisie football next season. Two teams that saved themselves at the weekend are Swansea City and Nijmegen of Holland. So Swansea beat Sunderland 2-0 away, and were relying on results of today's Crystal Palace and Hull game to keep them safe. It went their way, and Swansea City, a Welsh team, will be in the English League next season. Also, Nijmegen are just about hanging on by the skin of their teeth to their spot in the Eredivisie by beating Heerenveen 2-0 away, which, you know, stopped Heerenveen getting that automatic Europa League place. And then Nijmegen now have a relegation playoff to play coming up against probably the third place side in the second division of the Eredivisie. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But those teams are safe. No more really relegation news to talk about from the weekend or survival news. But actually, you know what? From the heartache of relegation to the delights of promotion. First of all, we're going to start off with the championship playoffs. I saw, say, half of both games. Huddersfield and Sheffield Wednesday was 0-0, and Fulham and Reading was 1-1. Both sides are really in the balance now. Reading took the lead from the goal was so good. Obika scored a great goal. Tom Kearney's goal. The build-up was really good to that, in fairness, right? In that Fulham game. But then he kind of just tapped it in when the build-up was dead. Ali Al-Habsi parried it in front of him, and he just tapped it in. As far as I can remember, there's no away goals in the playoffs. There's no away goals in the playoffs, right? So, both ties still stand on the balance, right? The best chance of the game in that Huddersfield game was when Izzy Brown hit the bar. But in my opinion, in these playoffs, right, you really need to get the backing of your supporters. You need to win at home, as in to really, stand a massive chance of getting there. And neither team's capitalised that. Neither team's capitalised on, great away form. And I think I'm pretty sure early on in the season, Fulham beat. Sorry guys, the dog. He barks at everything. I'm not kidding. He barks at absolutely everything. As I was saying, I'm pretty sure earlier on in the season, Fulham beat Reading by 5-0 at the Cottage. So that was a pretty decent result for Reading, and they'll be taking Fulham back to the Majestic Stadium on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. Now, onto some promotion news in the second division of German football between Stuttgart, Hannover and Eintracht Braunschweig. So here's how the table will go into the last day of the season. Stuttgart 66, Hannover 66 and Braunschweig 63, right? And these second last day of the games all kicked off at the same time, right? With Hannover playing Stuttgart. These games actually happened today. Hannover beating Stuttgart 1-0. Braunschweig could be level with them on 66, but somehow they were beaten 6-0 by a team that's struggling for relegation. Arminia Bielefeld, they lost 6-0. No way, I'm sorry, I'm calling it now, right? There has to be some sort of match fixing going on there. I'm not joking, like, my God. Because relegation-wise in that league, but Bielefeld now have a 5-goal advantage over 1860 Munich, and 1860 Munich are currently in the relegation playoff. I would hate to see something dodgy happen in German football, but that's a mad result. That's absolutely insane. Like, my God, 6-0 when there's still things to fight for. I kind of understand Spurs getting their asses whooped at Newcastle last season because literally no teams had nothing to play for. But 6-0 when you're trying to fight for the league title or at least get promoted and the other team are trying to fight for relegation. No, something definitely was up there. Now I'm going to bring it back closer to home by talking about my beloved League of Ireland and another demoralising defeat for Bows. I've seen 17 games in 2017, right? And my teams, and that's including Ireland, Chelsea and Bows, have only won 3 games between them. Like, Christ almighty. I'm just kind of, so hurt right now. Logan Fitzgerald was god-awful. This is the 3rd time I've said this in the past 48 hours. Logan Fitzgerald was god-awful in that game. We were god-awful in that game. The support wasn't great. Now, but the players didn't give a lot of us to cheer. There was no fight and passion. But like Keith Ward or Georgie Poynton didn't start for some mad reason. Like, it is absolutely beyond me why they didn't start. As in, we're trying to win a derby. This derby means so much to us. We packed out Dalymount. That's probably one of the biggest crowds you guys have ever played in front of. And it just, nothing was there. It was so demoralising and frustrating seeing them in the away end celebrating with their flares and their but just we kept, well, you know what the annoying thing is, we've kept Stephen Bradley in his job for another week. That's the most annoying part. But you know what, he actually is trying to recruit a few youngsters. From a coaching point of view, I'm rooting for him. From a fan's point of view, I find it hilarious that he got sacked. Absolutely hilarious. But as I said, from a coaching point of view, shout out to Stephen Bradley, which hurts me from the fans' point of view. But yeah, derby defeat hurt. I just brush over it. You guys can just watch the vlog. You'll see my frustrations boil out more there. Cork City's 12-match winning streak ended at the hands of Galway. Finished 1-1. Obviously, I haven't seen highlights because for some reason we choose to broadcast our highlights at 11 o'clock at night on a Monday when everyone's in bed, or the stupid are awake, or people are just getting up for their nighttime shifts. So that's another great idea by the FAI and our broadcasting networks in the League of Ireland. But yeah, Cork's run ended. Pat's got a 2-0 win against Drogheda because results didn't go our way at the weekend, but I was now 3rd bottom. Relegation. That means relegation this season. Last season and the year before that, I wouldn't. But a couple of weeks before the start of the season, when everyone had other plans done out and stuff like that, they changed the whole script of the league, and now we are in the 3rd last relegation spot. We have Bray coming up on next week I'm not sure, to be honest. I have no clue who anyone else has. I'm just being dead honest with you. No clue whatsoever. Bray will be a tough opposition. They're third in the league at the moment, and they are really, really going well, man. I'm pretty sure I tipped them for Europe in the preview I did, and they're not letting me down. They are flying along as seagulls do. Banter. But yeah, Bray are going well. We did manage to beat Bray this season. Only one of the 2 wins we did get at Daily Mount Park. So I'm looking forward to see what happens next week. Keith Long came out and said, I got from the 98FM Twitter account, Ilya Kanade should be fit on the end of the summer break, which is only like a week long. But still, it's a long time without one of our best players, and people say he's not that great. But for Bose, he's such an impact player. Unlike a lot of the players that we have at the moment can make an impact. But I don't know why Georgie Putton and Keith Ward weren't playing. I still can't understand that. Like, what was the point in it? Oh, frustrating from my point of view. But everyone else doing quite well. Dundalk actually managed a 4-0 win in the league after that demoralising defeat to Dundalk for them. They're still a long way off Cork, but it does give them a bit of momentum going into next week. Another weekend and 3 more titles were won. Forest Green, for the first time in their 128-year history, are a National League team. I know 2 things about Forest Green. 1, they're, kind of an eco-friendly club. And 2, they're now in the Football League. Other than that, I know nothing about them, except they're actually 128 years old. There you go, 3 facts about Forest Green. The more you know. Yeah, I have no idea where Forest Green is. My knowledge of English geography is okay. But yeah, Forest Green, I'm just lost completely. I have absolutely no idea in the fathoms of my mind where in hell that is. But yeah, congratulations to Forest Green, 128 years of history, and you're finally a Football League club. I'd love to join the League Cup actually. So please make that happen, people of the Football League. I know you're watching, and I know you're not a great organisation, but try and make it happen. Next up is Feyenoord. After an 18-year hiatus, they are finally champions of the Netherlands again, thanks to none other than Superman Dirk Kuyt. The former Fenerbahce and Liverpool man scored a hat-trick today. It was one absolute beauty of a curler, a penno, and a header. Like, it was nearly the perfect hat-trick. Oh, nearly the perfect hat-trick. But after stints in Twente, Alkmaar, Amsterdam and Eindhoven, the Shield is back in Rotterdam hands even. Jane Mack. My God, if there's any Ajax and Feyenoord fans watching this, or anyone from Ajax and Rotterdam, Amsterdam and Rotterdam even, twice I made a mistake. I'm truly apologise. Yeah, congratulations to Feyenoord. I've only seen a couple of Eredivisie games this season, but I cannot wait. No offence to Feyenoord, your team's great, but there's a few cracks in it as well. That Ajax team was legit awesome. Their average age of their squad today against Viam Zouai was 20. They had the likes of Kasper Dolberg, they had Matthias De Legit, they had Van der Berg. These players are going to be absolutely insane. They had Onana. I can't remember their right backs and left backs, but they're legit as well. Like, my God, I cannot wait to see this team grow. And I cannot wait for that Europa League clash against Man United as well. That's going to be off the chain, especially with that Ajax team. It's like, that Ajax team is so good. I really hope to go watch them next year. Benfica, for the 34th or 5th time this in their history, they are champions of Portugal again. They're actually kind of steamrolling at the moment. I think that's 3 title wins in a row for Benfica. It's possibly even more. But yeah, that was one of their celebrations, guys. There was a guy on like a moped going like, and that was in the bloody dressing room as well. That was absolutely aces by Benfica. So yeah, 3 new champions today: Feyenoord, Benfica, and Forest Green. Oh, the situation is here, guys. I have a phone, that's what I use as my camera, and unfortunately it's running out of memory because I've done so many videos today. It has to be uploaded to the laptop before I can actually delete them. So I'm just gonna, finish this up here, but I can't finish up without talking about the new league round champions. Yeah, yes, champions again. Yes. Chelsea are champions England for the 6th time. We are level with Sunderland. Oh, I can't see Man United or Arsenal winning titles for a couple of years. Imagine if we catch Man United. That'd be insane. I know it would take like 14 years plus to catch Man United. Like, to actually catch Man United, like, in the shortest amount of time, we'd have to win the title in 14 consecutive years, which is never going to happen. But yeah, it's going to take more than 14 years to catch them. And it'd be really amazing if we could. This team is absolutely incredible, right? I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'll give you a short analysis here and do an extra long video about actually being champions and all, right? This team's amazing. Down from Michy Batshuayi, who scored the goal, to Courtois, who I don't really like, to be honest, but we won the league with him. Antonio Conte, Diego Costa, I already mentioned Michy, Alonso, Moses, literally everyone. Thank you so much for this league title. You don't know how much it means after last season. No, I totally wrote us off this year. Even when we went to the Etihad and smashed Man City 3-1. Even when, like, everything just happened, I never thought we'd win the league title. We are now champions of England. It's great. We're back in the Champions League next season. I can't bloody wait. I'm actually going to the Sunderland game, where we will lift the Premier League trophy. It's twice in 3 years. I'll be at the last home game of the season where we've lifted the trophy, and it's against Sunderland. Oh, it's good to be a Chelsea fan right now. I'm expecting big, humongous things from this Chelsea side with Conte, Alonso, Fabregas, Kante, Michy Batshuayi and co. Chelsea are champions of England. Come on. Unfortunately, that is it. As I said, my phone doesn't have a lot of memory at the moment. I can't talk about the insaneness of the Europa League and Champions League. You know what, actually, I'll do a separate video for that as well. Why not? So you will see me talk about the Europa League and Champions League after all. And Chelsea and more as well, as I said earlier on. As always, guys, give the video a like, share it around on social media, and remember, subscribe.